This video is brought to you by
Cool Green Clothing. You already know what it is. We done gone worldwide and we coming straight out of Baltimore. Go online right now at coolgreenclothing.com and I assure you, you'll find something on the website right now just for you. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you ain't cool and getting the green, you're in the way. And that's just basic.
What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of the Baltimore Way, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. It's free. It helps get the video out there. Definitely watch this video to the end so you can hear the full story and all the details in the case. It's a requested video. Everything in this video is allegedly. For my day one fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Oh yeah, feel free to share the channel with your peoples. Everybody is welcome. With that being said, let's get right into the story. Being a teen is supposed to be a fun and exciting time. At that point in life, for most, you have no bills, no responsibilities, so you shouldn't have anything to worry about other than keep living, figuring out life, and discovering who you are. I remember back in the day, waking up early in the morning, hitting Royal Farms, grabbing a breakfast sandwich, and knocking on my homeboy's door, and from there, we was outside, literally all day, having fun. Whether catching a 35 to Monument Street, or the White Marsh, the 55 to Towson, or if you had a few dollars, catch a sedan or a hack to East Point, or if we was lucky enough, maybe over some girls' houses. And if you was fortunate enough to grow up somewhere where you had a black mother or father that opened their doors to the kids because they had a teen y'all age and wanted to keep an eye on y'all, so they rather let y'all have parties or get-togethers at their house instead of running the streets, you was good. Back when house parties was cool, the parents walked around patrolling, and most of the time, only thing might happen, a fight might break out. But if anybody did want to take it further than that, the crowd would be like, nah, yo, not right here, because you will mess up the chill spot for everybody. Take that around the corner. But nowadays, it's different. The hoppers lead off with shiesties on their face, hoodies on, and big guns. So for the kids still trying to be kids and have fun, they have to worry about the others. That's on a different type of time. And unfortunately, something as simple as hanging out with friends can go left. And on this episode of the Baltimore Way, we'll be taking it right outside of the city to Harford County, Aberdeen, Maryland, to discuss the case of a group of teens who crashed a party and the night came to a fatal end. Back in 2025, 18-year-old Kalani Taylor, nicknamed Kai or Nosy by friends, was a young man just having fun and living life. Described as funny, down to earth, the type of kid who everybody liked and was cool with. Fresh into the new year, 2025, Kalani and a few of his friends heard about another one of their friends who was having an up-and-coming birthday party in a nice area of Aberdeen, which for the most part, even though it has its pockets, is usually quiet and safe. On January 4th, 2025, Kalani woke up excited. It was the day of the party. He linked up with a few others, and later that evening, they headed to the home. The party started in the basement. It wasn't super crowded, only about 15 to 20 people, dancing, listening to music, just being teens. A little bit after midnight, when everybody was getting tired and the party was dying down, another group of young men pulled up uninvited. And the group was at the time 18-year-old Tajir Cole, another 18-year-old Quentin Jackson, also 18-year-old Amir Dorsey, along with a few others, including one juvenile. The teens' energy was different. They were all from the area, but not really in the same circle of the people who was at the party. They came in, hoodies up, mugging. After a few minutes, people what type of time they was on, the others at the party told them, like, yo, y'all should leave. Go ahead with all that. Leading to a back and forth argument between them and Kalani's group. Seconds later, on a quiet block, shots went off and everybody started running. After midnight, now January 5th, local police was called to the scene. to find one 18-year-old man suffering from a gunshot wound to the foot, but he was in stable condition. But Kailani was laying in the basement suffering from multiple gunshot wounds, and unfortunately, he wouldn't survive his injuries. There was a gun laying on the floor and multiple shell casings. It didn't take long for teens attending the party to give names. Later that day, the community was shocked. As the news came out, a young man lost his life. One neighbor showed concern, stating nothing like that has ever happened in the neighborhood. That's why he moved to the area. In a place like Aberdeen, police already had suspects. One of the guns found on the scene came back as stolen from North Carolina, and shell casings matched ballistics from a shooting that happened in Baltimore City a year prior, but nobody was hurt. Nobody knew exactly who fired the fatal shot, as multiple people were shooting. But within 2 days, 4 arrests was made. All the young men who crashed the party were picked up. Some charged with first-degree hit, others illegal possession of ammunition and accessory after the fact. As Kailani's family was left to grieve, they were heartbroken that the young man lost his life doing what teens do, hanging out with friends. As months went by, the names of the young men allegedly responsible for the shooting came out. Witnesses claimed Tajir and another young man named Bernard Lee was all in the group when they crashed the party. They claimed those two were the ones with the hoodies on and ski masks on their face, trying to hide. After the argument, they allegedly upped guns. The teen who was shot in the foot tried to defuse the situation, and when he saw they wasn't going for it, he tried to grab and wrestle the gun away from them before shots went off. Even though people were pointing to just the two as the alleged triggerman, Amir was still charged with first-degree hit, along with Quentin, who has already copped out to the lesser charge of accessory after the fact, and he was given an 11-year sentence. Another young man, 21-year-old Azri White, who was scheduled to go to trial February 18th for assault and first-degree hit. In total, 5 young men are being held responsible. Amir's trial is scheduled for May 5th of this year. Tajir's is coming up, and Bernard's is also set for February. All of the young men are innocent until proven otherwise. Rest in peace to Kailani. I send my prayers and condolences to his family. I know back in the day, we all remember how fun and exciting the house parties was. Not saying stuff didn't happen, which is part of the reason people stopped having them, which nowadays they are almost unheard of because of situations like this. With all the hoppers wanting to have ops, be a shooter, or carry guns, it makes it hard for the others who just want to have fun. And the thing is, while some of them didn't shoot a gun, they still have to face the consequences for their homies' alleged actions. You definitely gotta watch the company you keep. But I'm gonna leave this one open for discussion. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the situation. Leave it in the comments. Yeah, man, it's a terrible situation. Rest in peace, that young man. I definitely send my prayers to his family. But I ain't gonna talk too much more about this one. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. Be sure to tap that like button if you're feeling the content. Y'all already know it's all love, fam. This is another episode of the Baltimore Way. It's your boy Tony 2 times. I'm out.